It is good to see you. We are with Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a food and wine sommelier of the year. The group includes, haven't given any love to Red Apron and B-Side in Merrifield for a while.
Awesome place.
And the newest member of the NRG, Owens Ordinary. Is this technically Bethesda or Rockville?
It's technically North Bethesda, but it's right on the, but it's area. Rockville Pike, so it's, you know, Rockville, Bethesda, where they meet.
It is a huge space, and I'll try to get some video to show you of the bar later. Big, we're in the back, and tell me a little bit about this place.
Sure, yeah, so Owens Ordinary, it's our first foray into Maryland, and therefore Montgomery County is where we are right now. An amazing beer venue, 50 drafts, all temp controlled like Church Key and the Sovereign, about 150 but inching up to 200 different bottles and cans, sourced from, you know, local scene, mid-Atlantic, American, international finds. There's a really nice focus on Maryland craft beer here. About almost half the list is Maryland craft beer, so we'll be delving into a little bit of that today and in the coming weeks. And then we have an amazing kitchen, which you can kind of see behind us, serving up ingredient-driven, farm-sourced kind of tavern fare and gastropub food. It's really an awesome place.
What's on tap this week?
So this week we are going to do an amazing Maryland brew, also from Montgomery County. This is Denizens Brewing Company. They've been around since 2014. Emily Bruno and Julie Verratti, along with Jeff Ramirez, who's the brewmaster, started this really great brewery, restaurant, and bar down in Silver Spring. And they make fantastic beers, a whole wide range of beers, barrel-aged beers, sour beers, great hoppy beers. This was their flagship, the first beer they ever made. It's called Southside Rye IPA.
Ooh, love the nose. And I like rye beer. There's some people we know who don't care for it, but yeah, you know, it's like anything else. But I've always liked rye beer. Red Hook, back in the early days, and I was in Seattle in the early days of Red Hook, they made a really nice rye beer.
That's going... the original, the classic craft. And the thing about this rye beer is that it's only about 15% of rye, so you get a little bit of that spicy grain in the finish that works nicely with the bitterness, but it's not overwhelmingly dry. Sometimes rye beers can be really kind of gravelly on the palate. This has got a good roundness to it, nice malt richness, hints of caramel. They're using 4 different hops here. Most of the hops are being added in the whirlpool after the boil is done, and then they're double dry hopping it, so that's why you get that big hit of aromatic hop intensity. But Cascade, Amarillo, Chinook, and Azaka, which is a newer hop that gives you these kind of rich citrus tropical fruit flavors.
I think it's delicious.
It's
and
tasty.
At 7.2, that's what I consider a session beer.
Session rye.
I'm unique in that way, and you can look at me and see how I got that way. But no, semi-seriously, that's really good.
It's great beer and fresh. That's the cool thing about Owens and Montgomery County. In fact, Julie from Denizens was really key to changing some of the laws for distribution in MoCo. So up here now, if you're a small brewery, whether you're from Maryland or beyond, you can, if you so choose, self-distribute, direct distribute to bars and restaurants. So Denizens is one of the Maryland brewers we buy direct from. We also do that with Manor Hill and Jailbreak, Oliver, RAR. And the best thing about direct buying is you get to work directly with the brewery. They take care of the beer, we take care of the beer, we get it fresh, we keep it cold, we serve it at the right temps. So the passion is seen through right from the brewing all the way to the service, and you can taste the freshness on this beer.
Well, it's great you guys are here in Maryland. What would you pair this with?
Well, this for a hoppy beer is fantastic because of that rye character and that good malt note that it has. So you've got the little bit of caramelization, that richness on the palate that's going to link up nicely with anything that's been fried. So you could do all fried foods, anything, all of that stuff, you know, fried wings, you name it, fried chicken, also fish and chips is fantastic with this. Got the bitterness on the back end to kind of dig into the richness. It's awesome. Great with Mexican food, great with anything grilled. I love it with Indian, that kind of citrus and rye aroma is awesome with like coriander, tamarind we find in Indian cuisine. And you know, also just thinking about this because I had it for lunch recently, there is an amazing Jewish deli and bagel shop right on the pike down here. It's called Ize's, I-Z-E, and they make fantastic pastrami and corned beef sandwiches, and I think that those kind of deli sandwiches would be fantastic with this rye-based IPA.
Yum. Welcome, Owen's Ordinary, and we'll put the Owen's Twitter handle right down here so you can check out more. Greg, thank you as always.
Thanks, bud.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.